Okay, that's a good sign. All right. Hey guys. This is mostly a test. I've been having audio issues. I tried to stream, was it last night, and I had to cancel it 3 times and start over. So this will be a show and tell slash test for audio streaming and seeing how that goes. I think it had something to do with the gain, which was all the way up, and the YouTube Live not liking that. So if you ever gone live, you'll see 6 white dots next to a microphone, and one or more of those should be green. Well, they were all white. When I turned the gain down on the microphone, the Yeti, I noticed a green dot. So that seems promising. Anyway, we'll see how this goes. Again, this is only a test. All right. So what we have here is a sword. Why do we have a sword? A couple of reasons. Hey Eric, how you doing, buddy? Happy New Year to you. One of the reasons is I go to Ren Fair every year. I've been doing that for 3 or 4 years now. Eric, give me a howdy doody on the sound. That's primarily why I'm doing. It's just a test for sound. Is it good? Is it okay? Am I muted? I think I'm all right. Anyway, I've been going to Ren Fair and I get a kick out of that. Go with some friends, but I've never dressed up. I've never done any of that until this year. So I ordered a bunch of things, and which was difficult for me because there are too many options. And the way my mind works, if I start doing this and ordering things, if it's not perfect, I can't relax until it is, and I have to return things. Sound okay, but some internet lag. I don't understand. Okay. The problems continue. I have the fastest internet feed that money can buy, so I don't get it. Anyway, I'm going to keep going, and then I'll watch this video and see how it goes. Sound is okay. That was the main issue. I guess we'll have to troubleshoot why there's some internet lag. Anyway, yeah. So I'm a bit of a neurotic weirdo. So delving into this with so many options was a bit daunting, but I made it work and bit the bullet and made some commitments on some purchases, and turned out to be okay. So there's that. Don't know that we need to see all that stuff. The main thing is this. So with the sword here, that would be part of the outfit, right? And I had ordered one on Amazon Prime. Yeah, that's a good point, Eric. I had ordered one on Amazon, and it was supposed to be here before the designated date when we were going to go do the Ren Fair. And it got shipped, and it ended up in Baton Rouge and sat there. Now I'm in New Orleans. This thing sat in Baton Rouge for 6 days. Missed Ren Fair. I had to go without it. Like the main thing that you want to have when like the coolest thing of the outfit is the sword, right? And everything else showed up at that. So I canceled that sword, and I don't know what the hell happened with it. I guess it just got sent back. I started coming up with conspiracy theories as to why this thing was flagged and stopped and prevented from getting to me, and all of that's a bunch of nonsense. But I thought, well, I'm not going to be thwarted so easily, so I ordered another one. Went on eBay this time. Thought, okay, we'll test something else. We'll see if it's an Amazon issue. Went to eBay, and that it's for the better in the long run, I guess, because the sword that I ended up ordering is in fact the sword that I wanted. The one that I ordered on Amazon was not like this. It was labeled a Viking sword, and it was cool. But I always wanted the Strider sword. This is what this is. This is the Strider sword from Lord of the Rings. That's what I found on eBay. Now you can find these things on eBay all over the place. In fact, I think Bud K, which is a long-running catalog of arms and armor. Used to get the paper catalog back in the day, but check that out, Bud K. They sell a lot of this stuff, and I think they sell the official licensed Strider sword. What makes the official licensed Strider sword worth having? I don't have an answer for that, honestly. It's $300 for the sword, about $300 for the scabbard. I think you're overpaying for what you're getting. This is pretty much the same thing that you would get from that site, much, much cheaper. And having said that, we'll get to the cheaper. So with this, I found a site on eBay, and I wanted one where the seller was here within the U.S. That way, it's not being outsourced to Pakistan or some other weird place where they're literally just putting together a bunch of zinc alloy. It's crap, and shipping it out. Well, guess what? Even though the site said U.S., I got a confirmation email stating that your sword has been shipped from Pakistan. You can't track it because it's international. And I thought, what the hell is going on? Why? I specifically ordered from this guy because he's in the US. And here it's coming from Pakistan. Well, I checked some of the reviews, and other people have complained about that as well. Because, again, when you get something from Pakistan, no offense to Pakistan, or is there anyway, it's probably going to be crap. It's not a decent thing. Now, the price label should have also told me that it's going to be a piece of crap, and I knew it would be. And I don't need something that I can actually hack heads off with. I just need something that I can walk around the Ren Fair with. So that's the ultimate goal here. So I ordered that, and again, shipping delays. I contacted the guy. I said, "Hey, I just curious as to if you're going to ever, will this show up? Should I cancel it? What do you recommend?" No, don't cancel it. It'll get there before Christmas, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I just waited. And it did show up before Christmas. And I picked it up. I got back home from St. Louis Sunday. I picked it up Monday. Now, what you see here is not what is included. So we'll get to this. It's called the frog, which is the webbing, the leather straps that allow you to mount it to a belt, etc. What you do get is the scabbard. So for those of you familiar or not familiar with Strider and his sword, he has a knife that comes as part of the scabbard, and then the sword itself, which is all of this actually is just fine to look at, and that's really all I needed, was something that was something fine to look at. It is the metal here. How do I describe this? Again, looks wise is fine, but if I was to actually hack something with this, I would probably put a hell of a dent or chip in the blade. It's not sharpened, or even break the blade. So again, this is primarily for show, but it does look cool. Now, one of the things that I found was there was crap in the scabbard, and I assume that's to keep the scabbard from crushing during shipping, and I had a lot of fun getting that out. The sword does not come shipped in the scabbard. The other thing I found is when I try to put this in all the way, there's something in the bottom here in the bottom of the scabbard that way, that makes it really tight and almost impossible to get the sword back out. So I can't put it in all the way. There's about a 1/2 inch gap there. Again, if I do, I have a hell of a time getting it back out. The other thing that happened is this piece, which I know not the name of, came off. Now, again, it's a piece of crap. It's cheap. I understand that. I just wanted something I could walk around Ren Fair with. Mission accomplished. So I had to fix that. Now, in the picture, it showed webbing or a frog that would allow you to hook it to a belt, etc. Didn't come with that, though. Whatever. I kind of had fun making my own. Now, these straps I repurposed from something else and placed some EVA foam underneath just for looks and to make it a little tighter. And just went to Marshall's, found an old leather belt and got some leather strapping, and it made my own frog, and it straps to your belt, and there you go. So pretty cool. Overall, mission accomplished. And this is the first sword I've ever owned slash purchased. So I don't know if this is the beginning of a new hobby. It'd be a rather expensive hobby to continue going down that road, but I don't know. It's cool. I like it. It's inspiring to have around the house. I can chase the cat with it. No, I wouldn't chase the cat with it. Being what I'm doing these days and interested in, namely fantasy stuff, it fits the bill. It's inspiring to look at and pick up and etc. So if you guys have any comments or questions or any experience with medieval arms or armor of your own, I'd be curious to hear that. Again, I do have some other things by way of garb and clothing I could share, but I don't know that that's warranted unless somebody specifically sends out a request for a video of that. So that's it. Again, wanted to test the sound, and no better way to test than with the new sword. So, all right, guys, I'm going to cut this, see how it went, and you guys take care. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.